very protective
Yeah.
of my quarterback, very protective of my teammates, and I'm going to do everything in my power, whether that be blocking myself or getting the offensive line together once I do earn the right to become a leader, to make sure that he's protecting, to make sure he has all the time in the world.
Okay. Fine answer, young man.
First and foremost, when it comes to leadership, you have to earn the right to lead. So that's what I'll be looking for.
One of the trends with current players is the podcasting. Are you ready to do a podcast? Do you have interest in that kind of thing? Because everybody's telling you you're really good at it, obviously. What do you think about that whole line of work?
I'm definitely interested in it, but I have to keep the main thing. Like, the Jones family drafted me to play football, not talk in front of a microphone about things that I halfway know about.
He famously declared in the locker room that anyone opting out of the bowl game had to come through him personally to do it at Alabama.
Whoa! He's a demon.
And it was like, it ain't got nothing to do with my length or my height. I just loved playing press man. I didn't know how tall I was until I went to the doctor. Or when I was getting a physical. Yeah. I was just a physical player. I just loved the game of football. And like, I was always a dog, man. I was always hungry, man. I always knew what I wanted. I wasn't a follower, kept my circle small, ain't had too many friends. I had that push that everybody else don't got. My mentality is different. And I know everything ain't spoon-fed. So my mom and my dad, they worked for what they wanted. So why not work for what I wanted?
Hey, man, it's safe to say the Dallas Cowboys' new draft class, they're bringing a certain type of character to the team. They're bringing a certain type of dog to the team. And this video right here, this one is strictly for the Dallas Cowboys fans out there, because all we trying to do is get to know our draft class a little bit better off the field, because we can go over and look over their highlights and look at all of their stats. But I want to know about these guys' internal makeup and see what really makes them tick. And we have stories on a couple of our guys from this draft class that just lets me have a better idea as to exactly what Brian Schottenheimer and this coaching staff and Will McClay and hell, even the Joneses are cooking. And I ain't talking about The Rock. Let's get right into it, man. And whoa, these guys, this is an interesting cast of characters right here, folks. And be sure to subscribe for more Dallas Cowboys content. So you can see here, the first story we're going to get into here is Siobhan Revel Jr. He survived a life-threatening injury, and this is before he suffered this ACL injury with ECU last season, and he was a projected first-round pick before that ACL injury. So that gives you an idea of the type of value that we got in this kid, man. And I absolutely love Siobhan Revel Jr., and he's young enough, and I think that he will be fine. He will be perfectly fine with modern-day medicine. The Cowboys doctors are the one that did the surgery on him. So I think the Cowboys have good intel on just how healthy this guy's knee is, and I think he'll be perfectly fine. But this is a very interesting story, and we're going to just kind of go through a couple of our players, a couple of antecedents about a couple of our players, and give us a deeper insight into the psyche of these guys, man. But Revel had 0 Division I offers out of high school and was involved in a serious car accident that left him with multiple injuries, including a fractured skull. And we'll actually take a deeper look into Siobhan Revel, because honestly, he can have his own video, and I think he deserves to do that, right? Took the junior college route to success. After his recovery, Revel spent 2 years at the JUCO level, where he played at Lewisburg College and developed his skills and earned the attention of bigger programs. So that car accident and him having to go through the JUCO level and work a warehouse job and getting it out the mud and still playing ball and doing all of this stuff, man. Hey, Siobhan Revel is one of those ones. You can tell what the man was talking about in that interview with Joel Hoyt with DLLS Sports, and I really, really love the kid. Another one of our draft picks that displays a higher level of passion for the game, and this was a common thread amongst all the picks for Brian Schottenheimer this time around. Another one of our picks, Jaden Blue. This was Nick Harris from the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. He said when he was covering his recruitment, COVID had hit, and pretty much any organized school activity was not allowed by the state. To continue working, Blue gathered dozens of teammates and friends from other schools 3 times a week to train at his high school field. He led the group chat. He got the media, quote in parentheses, me, being Nick Harris, there, and he led the workouts. every time we went, we all had to jump the fence to get on the field. A Schottenheimer guy for sure. And that was just a very, very interesting antecedent there. You can see this is Nick Harris with a tweet from May 22nd, 2020, kind of showing like, hey, this is real life. This really did happen. I guess this is a picture from that. And man, it's just very, very interesting to me how Brian Schottenheimer and his staff not only found the best football players he could find at certain positions, because Jaden Blue, had he not had some fumble issues in college, make no mistake about it, this would have been a second, third round type of guy. He would not have fallen to the 5th round at all. He would have easily been getting up there discussed with like a Marion Hampton and guys like that, especially with his speed. If he didn't have the fumble issues he had, and he wasn't in a crowded backfield, quite frankly. I mean, he played behind a ton of NFL running backs over the course of his college career, so it's not like he was in a backfield of scrubs and he just couldn't start. It was a bunch of NFL guys he was playing with. But if that wasn't the situation, he would have been drafted higher. And again, this just shows the character of some of the guys that you're drafting. It just shows the focus and how serious some of these guys take the game of football. It's not just about, trying to get a check for these guys. Some of these guys are legitimately just in love with the game, and that's what you want. And essentially, this is just a pick your favorite rookie type of video right here. And then we ain't gonna start looking at some of these damn clips. Whether we're looking at a Jay Toye, which is number 93 right here, Jay Toye, which is number 93 right here, you can see how he has the ability to eat up these blocks right here and just completely disrupt the play right here. He shot past the block, got into the backfield, disrupted the floor to running back and ran him right into a linebacker, kept his linebacker clean. Linebacker never even had to worry about the offensive lineman right there. Again, right here, he's playing that nose tackle position, completely threw the guard off of his block, man, and then had the wherewithal to disrupt the running back in the play so he give his teammates a chance to make that play. Again, playing nose tackle, it's a thankless position. A defensive tackle position, it's a thankless position, man. So you have to be okay with doing this type of dirty work, man. Then the get off right here. And this is one of his things, because he's not super athletic, but the timing that he has with how he plays the game and the timing that he has coordinating with the snap and getting off the ball and using that leverage and using that strength, that first contact, he is completely throwing guys off balance. He's disrupting plays. He's making quarterbacks have to escape the pocket. So Jay Toye, absolutely love this kid, man. Another super nasty pickup, and you got him late in the draft. And then you don't want to talk about somebody like Donovan Ezaraku. He's essentially going to be like a Micah Parsons on the other side of the ball. Nasty bend, super athlete, super fast, and it shows up on the field as well. This guy's an absolute gamer. And, bro, this Cowboys draft class, I'm serious. Y'all were on my head because y'all like, oh, here you go, pumping that Kool-Aid. I'm telling y'all, bro, this Cowboys draft class is absolutely disgusting. Hell, even somebody like Phil Maffa. Phil Maffa was a dog at Clemson, and he did what he did this past season on a hurt ankle. He got hurt, bro. So this is another guy. Him coming in with Jaden Blue is an instant upgrade to our running back room over anything we've had over the last couple of seasons, in my opinion, bro. You looking at Tony Pollard and some of these other guys, Rico Dow. Hey, man, these guys right here, I think they come in day one as better running backs than any of those guys. So, man, this is going to be very, very interesting. I think that this draft class easily has the potential to have the same type of impact as the Detroit Lions rookie class had 2 seasons ago on their franchise, how it just kind of propelled them from a building stage to now we're seriously competing year in and year out on a legitimate level because this team is built the right way from the trenches out, right? This team is being built from the trenches out. It's being built with certain types of football players. It's being built with guys that's not going to quit on you. It's being built with guys that love the game of football. It's being built with guys who love the physicality of the game of football, and it's being built with guys who want to be great, man. And all of these guys are blue chip, gritty, grindy, leadership quality, high intangible type of guys. And I really like all of these picks. I'm not gonna lie, like all of these picks. Maybe outside of the linemen, I think they may have been a little bit unnecessary. They probably could have went somewhere else. This is because we had a bunch of linemen. None against a Johnny. We guys got a bunch of linemen, man. So maybe outside the linemen, but the rest of these picks, absolutely love all of these picks, and some of the value that they got with these is just outstanding. Let me know what y'all think about all this stuff down in the comments below. Who's your favorite rookie out of this draft class, whether it be what you've seen on the field or off the field, who's your favorite rookie of this draft class? I just kind of want to gauge who everyone's gravitating to right now. Again, this one was strictly for the Cowboys fans. This one was strictly to get to know the rookies. This was not to be like, oh, we want to win a championship. Relax, man. This is Cowboys fan channel, and we want to know about our players. Shut up, damn. How about them Cowboys?
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.